Vanessa Trump and Donald Trump Jr. filed for divorce back in March. Many believe that the final straw was due to an incident that happened in February when Vanessa received a suspicious package which arrived at her family's home that contained a mysterious powder inside. Not knowing or expecting that it contained potentially dangerous contents, she opened it while several others were in the direct vicinity of her. It also appeared that Vanessa couldn't handle the publicity that came with her father-in-law being the President of the United States, and that was a big reason as to why she filed for divorce. It seems as though Vanessa may have been using Donald Jr. all along. She expressed a test for her Donald Trump, and perhaps that is something to do with her concerning connection to a few potentially very dangerous individuals before marrying Donald Trump Jr. According to Page 6, Vanessa Trump moved on to a Saudi prince, whose father was once suspected of indirect ties to the 9/11 attackers, after her romances with Latin King Valentin Rivera and Leo DiCaprio. Sources told Page 6 that Vanessa and Prince Khalid bin Bandar bin Sultan Al Saud were even planning to marry until the September 11 attacks. They dated from 1998 to 2001 and lived together. He ditched her on September 11. Days after, he flew back to Saudi Arabia. They were planning to marry, at the time. They were inseparable, a source told Page 6. Bandar is part of the powerful Al Saud dynasty. His father, Bandar bin Sultan Al Saud, was Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the U.S. from 1983 to 2005, with ties so close to the Bush family he was known as Bandar Bush. He was suspected of indirect ties to Al-Qaeda and associates of the 9/11 hijackers, but there was no evidence that he knowingly provided support for the attacks. He insisted, "Saudi Arabia has nothing to hide, and 9/11 was the worst thing to happen to us." Vanessa's relationship with the younger Bandar was a stark contrast to her marriage to Donald Jr., who, sources told Page 6, treated her like a second-class citizen. The wealthy Saudi prince was also a big upgrade from Rivera, who recently shared love letters she wrote to him in prison. Bandar treated her as if she was his queen. It was the complete opposite from Don Jr. They were together 24/7. They were a real couple, the source said. A second source close to Trump, however, downplayed their relationship. They dated in her early 20s. They never lived together and were not planning to get married. Oxford graduate Khalid married British aristocrat Lucy Caroline Cuthbert, the Duke of Northumberland's niece, in 2011. He became Saudi ambassador to Germany in 2017, and Vanessa's sitting pretty on millions, thanks to her family's investment in Italian eatery Rouse Red Sauce business, which was sold for around $415 million last year. Vanessa grew up as a New York socialite who craved attention and wanted to be a model. Making her dream easy, her mother ran a modeling agency, so as a child she got her glamorous dream job as a model. She seemed like a down-to-earth girl, but according to Vanessa's childhood friends, Vanessa played the media really well, an old friend told the mag. Now she's all dolled up and ladylike and but she used to be this hard rock in leather and baggy jeans. She was a total gangster bee. She was an ill thug, said a former high school classmate. She went out with this Latin king for like 3 years. According to Nikki Swift. The story of how Vanessa and Donald Trump Jr. met is one for the ages, provided your definition of an epic romance involves using a highly offensive word to describe your future father-in-law. In a 2006 interview with the New York Times, Vanessa recalled how she first met DTJ at a 2003 fashion show, thanks to an introduction from his famous dad. According to Vanessa, the three had a brief, awkward conversation and then parted ways. But the story didn't end there. "Donald comes back up to me again, 'I don't think you've met my son Donald Trump Jr.', Vanessa recalled, to which she responded, "Yeah, we just met, 5 minutes ago." Jump to 6 weeks later, Vanessa and Trump Jr. were introduced again at a birthday party for a mutual friend. For a moment, the two supposedly didn't remember each other, until it hit Vanessa. "Wait, you're the one with the retarded dad?" That dad would become the 45th President of the United States. Awkward. Everyone has a past, and it seems like Vanessa's past might play a bigger role in who she really is. It seems like she has been using the Trump family all along and has even despised the president from the start. She got what she wanted and then bailed. With her ex, it is apparent that she isn't afraid of powerful men who are in the spotlight. Has Vanessa been playing all of us all along? As we previously reported, Donald Jr. has already moved on and seems to be in a much happier place, and the Trump family is going to be better off not having her negativity around. The media is making Trump's eldest son out to be the villain in this divorce, claiming that he's just following in the footsteps of his philandering father, when in fact, it seems that Vanessa faked it through her marriage.